Hi students, in the last class we have seen about data transfer or data movement instructions of 8086 in unit 2, and in this session number 3 we are going to see the complete arithmetic and logical instruction set of 8086, which is the huge instruction set of 8086, and in that arithmetic and logical instructions I am going to cover two sub instruction sets. Those are arithmetic instructions and comparison instructions. So first let us see the complete arithmetic and logical instruction set of 8086, and let us see what are the instructions are there in 8086. So in arithmetic and logical instructions, these are classified into arithmetic and logical instructions. The following are the categories of the instructions. So first one is arithmetic instruction, second one is comparison instruction, third one is BCD and ASCII arithmetic instructions, fourth one is basic logical instructions, and fifth one is shift and rotate instructions. So these five are the subcategories or sub instruction sets of arithmetic and logical instructions of 8086. So in arithmetic instructions, okay, there are four. Again we know generally arithmetic instructions means plus, minus, into and division, like that we are having, right? So these are the four basic arithmetic instructions. So in these are the these four will come in arithmetic instructions and with slight improvements also. See, first one is arithmetic instructions. In arithmetic instructions we are having three instructions. One is ADD, ADC and INC. So I am going to tell you what are the names of ADD, ADC, INC in my next slide. So next one is subtraction instructions. So in subtraction instructions, SUB, SBB, DEC, NEG are there. These are the four instructions. And multiplication instructions, those are mul and dimul. Division instructions, div and idiv. So let us see the complete instruction set, arithmetic instruction set of 8086 here. So these are arithmetic instructions. In arithmetic instructions, first one is add. Add stands for addition. Second one is add, ADC. ADC stands for add with carry. INC, third one is INC. INC stands for increment. And in subtraction instructions, there are four instructions of subtraction instructions. They are SUB. SUB stands for subtraction, and SBB stands for subtract with borrow. DEC stands for decrement, and NEG stands for negation. So in multiplication there are only two. Similarly for division also there are two. In multiplication there are mul and imul. So for mul it is unsigned multiplication we use. For any signed multiplications we use the instruction called as imul. So similarly for div, it is used for unsigned division, and idiv is used for signed numbers division. Okay, so these are the instruction set of 8086, only arithmetic instruction. Next one is comparison instruction, and third one is BCD and arithmetic instructions. In BCD and arithmetic instructions, all these are implicit addressings or implicit instructions of 8086. So this is DAA. DAA stands for decimal adjust after addition. So decimal adjust accumulator after addition. Okay, so and DAS stands for again decimal adjust accumulator after subtraction. AAS stands for ASCII adjust after addition. AAS stands for ASCII adjust after subtraction. AAM stands for ASCII adjust after multiplication. AAD stands for ASCII adjust after division. So all these instruction defaultly works on our accumulator register AX. If it is 16-bit, it works on AX. If this is 8-bit, they will work on our accumulator register AL. So next, logical instructions. So basic logical instructions, these are AND, OR, XOR and NOT instructions. And next category of instructions in arithmetic instruction set of 8086 are shift and rotate instructions. Those are SHL, SHR, SAL, SAR, ROL, ROR, RCL, RCR. So shift, in shift these are again four instructions. SHL stands for shift left, shift right, shift arithmetic, shift left, arithmetic, shift right. In rotate instructions, ROL, rotate left, ROR, rotate right, RCL, rotate left with carry, RCR, rotate right with carry. So these are the basic shift and rotate instructions of 8086. So as discussed earlier, now I am going to cover only arithmetic instruction set of 8086. So this is the set I am going to cover. So in this session we are going to see about 11 total 11 instructions and plus 1 comparison. So total 12 instructions we are going to see in this session. Okay, with live examples I am going to tell you. So first arithmetic instruction is add. The syntax of add is add destination comma source. So this add instruction adds the content of source operand with the content of destination operand and stores the result in destination operand. Okay, so that means if add AX comma BX is there, so AX BX registers if we take, so it adds AX plus BX and stores the result. Okay, and stores the result in destination. Okay, because destination operand is AX here. Those syntax of add is add destination comma source. And now what are the possibilities of source and what are the possibilities of destination we can see. The source can be any immediate number, any 8-bit register or 16-bit register, or it may be any memory location, and destination can be either 8-bit register or else 16-bit registers or else any memory location. But one thing we have to keep in mind is both source and destination cannot be any memory locations. Okay, and the flags that are affected with this add instruction are these one. Okay, all conditional flags, all status flags will get affected: CF, ZF, AF, SF, PF and OF. Okay, so these are the flags that will get affected by this add instruction. Now let us see a program and some instructions. So you can see add AX comma 1 2 3 4. So in AX, if suppose there is a data called as 0108 and it adds 1 2 3 4 to this data. So you can see 8 plus 4 is 12. So for 12 in hexadecimal format is represented by letter C, and this is 3 3 1. So 1 3 3C is the result. So after execution of this instruction, AX register data will be 1 3 3C. Okay, you can check in live also. I will show you now. So you can add any immediate number. You can check out, this is an immediate addressing. So you can add any immediate number to the register and add AX comma BX. So two registers are involving here, and add AX comma content of SI. So generally index register indicates a memory location, so you can consider this as memory location, or else this add AX content of SI comma CX you can use like this also. So content of SI is replaced with content of SI plus CX register in this instruction after execution of this instruction. Or else we can write another example: add AX comma content of 4000, content of 2000, like that. You can give anything in memory locations also. So these are few examples of add instruction. So this is the program that I am going to explain now. So move SI comma 4000, move DI comma 4100, move AX comma content of SI, add SI comma 0002, move BX comma content of SI, add X comma BX, move content of DI comma X into 03. So let me explain you theoretically and then I will show you, I will run in the emulator. So this is the memory location that we are going to take. So this is 4000 memory location, this is 4001 memory location, 4002, 4003, like that. These are the memory locations, and let us consider this as 4100 and 4101. So now trace the program step by step. So this is the live example that I am going to explain you theoretically, this only, because I am not going to explain each and every program in detail like in this model. I will show all the programs in emulator. Okay. So first, after execution of move SI comma 4000, SI register is pointed at, or else SI register is indexed at 4000 memory location. Okay, move DI comma 4100. After execution of second instruction, DI register is pointed at 4100 memory location. Okay, So next instruction is move AX comma content of SI. So to give content in SI, we are going to take data in memory locations, that is, let us add 1 2 3 4 and 0 1 0 8. Okay, I am just going to add this data here. Okay, so move AX comma content of SI. So after execution of this instruction, AX is loaded with data 1 2 3 4. Okay, add SI comma 0002. So SI is at 4000 location. By default, by recognizing whether the register is 16-bit or else 8-bit register here. Okay, if it is 16-bit register, it takes next memory location and transfers the whole word from memory location to 16-bit register. If it is 8-bit register, then it considers just that memory location and transfers that memory location to the corresponding register. This we have discussed in our first unit also. So add SI comma 0002 means, so 4000 plus 2 4002. So now SI is at, new SI is at 4002. So move BX comma content of SI. So after execution of this instruction, SI is pointed at 4002 memory location. Move BX comma content of SI. So BX is loaded with content of SI, that is 0108. So add AX comma BX. So add AX 1 2 3 4 comma BX 0108. You can see C331. So 133C is the result here. So where this will go? This will go into destination. Why it will go into destination? Because of the add instruction syntax. So add destination comma source means it adds the two operand, source operand and destination operand, and stores the result in destination operand. Okay. So this will go to AX register. Move content of DI comma AX means content of DI. So where our DI is, here our DI is 4100. So into this memory location, this data has to go. So this is 16-bit register. So upper byte is filled in odd memory location and lower byte is filled in even memory location. So 133C will go to this location. Okay, into 03 means the program stops execution. So in this way add instruction works. So in exam or else in any examination that you appear for MPMC, if they ask for any program, means for each and every program you have to write the program. For every instruction you have to write the program, you have to take an example, small and simple examples, and you have to definitely represent this physical memory of 8086 and you have to explain in this way. Okay, step by step procedure you have to explain. Next one is add with ADC, add with carry. So it is, the syntax is same, ADC destination comma source. So the ADC instruction adds the content of source operand with the content of destination operand along with the carry flag. So the major difference between add and ADC I am going to tell you. So in add destination comma source, ADC destination comma source, it adds destination plus source. So in ADC instruction it adds destination plus source plus carry flag status. Whether carry flag status is 0, both ADC and ADD represent same, and if carry flag status is 1, then ADC will take that 1 also. Okay, along with the carry flag value, and stores the result in destination operand. And the possibilities of source and destination I am showing now. Source can be any immediate number or 8-bit register or 16-bit register or else any memory location, and the destination can be any register or memory location. Okay, so these are the source and destination possibilities, and both source and destination cannot be memory location. So this is the sentence that is coming right in previous sessions also. That means, so you can't write ADD content of 4000 comma content of 4100. Okay, this, the source and destination cannot be any memory location. So they cannot be any memory locations. This is not possible because it is associated only with memory, and these instructions are designed for the registers of 8086 also. And the flags affected are same. All the conditional or status flags will get affected with this instruction. And next one, these are the examples ADC AL comma BL. So after execution of instruction, it adds AL plus BL plus carry flag status and stores result in the AL register. Okay, this is the 8-bit example, and these are the few examples. The same program, add SI comma 4000 move DI comma 4100 move X comma content of SI, add SI comma 0002 move BX comma content of SI, ADC AX comma BX. If carry flag status is 0, then ADC and ADD are same. Okay, if carry flag status is 1, you can set our carry flag also, that comes under another instruction set of 8086. So there I will explain this ADC also. If carry flag status is equal to 1, then ADC adds AX plus BX plus carry flag status. Okay, and move content of DI comma X, it sends the result to content of DI and then into 03. Okay, so this is about ADC instruction, and next one is INC. INC stands for increment. So syntax of INC is inc destination. So destination means whatever is the register or whatever is the memory location that is there, it will get incremented by 1. Okay, default increment stands by adding plus 1 to it. Okay, so this instruction adds 1 to the content of destination and stores the result in the destination operand again. So whatever it has to be incremented, that alone has to be taken as destination register. So the destination can be a register or else any memory location. So here only 5 flags will get affected after increment instruction. So those flags are, except carry flag, all status flags will get incremented here, you can see. So these are the simple instructions. So INC, AX, BX, all the registers that you can use. And this is the example program. Move SI comma 4000, move DI comma 4100, move AL comma content of SI, and I am going to execute this program in EMU 8086 now. So let me explain you there. Students, now I am executing our program. So whenever if you are doing with this software, you have to give H after all the numbers, else it reads that numbers in different way. Okay, so I am going to show you how ADD works here. So I am going to emulate it. So move SI comma 4000 H, move DI comma 4100 H. So let us go to aux, and in the memory let us give our details. Okay, so as per program we are going to take two numbers 1 2 3 4 and 0 1 0 8. Okay, so I am going to update this memory with the data. So move SI comma, you can check out in the left side all the registers are empty. So now move SI comma 00 single step execution mode. So after execution of this instruction, SI register is moved with 4000 and instruction pointer is at 3, and next instruction move DI comma 4100. Now DI is at 4100. So add SI comma move AX comma content of SI. So this is executed. The AX register is with 1 2 3 4 and AX, add SI comma 02 H means now SI will get incremented by 2. Check out, SI is at 4002 now, and move BX comma content of SI. So in BX 0108 is there. So now add AX comma BX means the AX register will be replaced with the data. So I am executing it. You can check out 133C is the result that is there in AX. So now move content of DI comma AX. So AX is moved to DI register. So now let us go to memory and check out for 4100 memory location whether the lower byte is there or not. You can see 133C. Okay, this is 4100 and this is 4101. Okay, like this it will be applied in our 8086. Students, now let us see the program for increment. So in this increment, see I have used two increment statements. One is increment SI and one is increment AL. So one increment SI increments the memory location and increment AL increases the memory. Okay, so sorry, the content of AL register. So now let us emulate it. So now move SI comma 4. Before going to that, let's go to memory and fill some data into memory. That is in 4000 memory location, let us give 88 as data. So update it this one. So move SI comma 4000 H. So SI is updated with 4000 and move AL comma content of SI. So into this AL register, now the content of 88 will come. You can check after execution, 88 came here. Increment SI. So increment SI means now SI is pointed at 4001 memory location. Now increment AL. So after increment AL, the content of AL is 89. Okay, so in this way our 8086 increment instruction will works. Okay, in the same way the decrement will also work. So we will see that also when we deal with instructions. So next instruction is sub instruction. So sub instruction is sub destination comma source. So this sub instruction subtracts the content of source with the content of destination operand and stores the result in the destination operand. Okay, so the sub instruction subtracts the source with the content of destination and stores the result in destination again. Okay, destination means the register or else it may be and then now let us see the possibilities of source and destination operand. So source can be any number, 8-bit register or 16-bit register or else memory locations, and destination can be either 8-bit or 16-bit register or memory locations. And both source and destination cannot be any memory location. So the flags affected after the sub instruction are all 6 conditional or status flags will be get affected. So now let us see the examples. I am going to give you examples for all SUB, SBB decrement in last of the 3 instructions. So SBB stands for subtract with borrow, as add with carry. For subtraction instruction there is subtract with borrow. So for syntax, SBB destination comma source is the syntax, and the sub instruction subtracts the content of source operand with the content of destination operand and then subtracts the carry flag status from the result, stores the result in the destination operand. Okay, that means the carry flag, it operates as carry in addition, and the carry flag reflects the borrow while the processor is doing any subtraction operation. Okay. The source can be any immediate number, 8-bit register or 16-bit register or else any memory location, and the destination can be either 8-bit or 16-bit register or memory location, and both source and destination cannot be memory locations, and the flags affected during this instruction are all the 6 conditional or status flags will get affected, like carry, auxiliary, parity, sign flag, zero flag and overflow flag. And the decrement register, so as there is increment in addition, there will be a decrement in subtraction. So syntax is same as increment, DEC space destination. This instruction subtracts 1 to the content of destination and stores the result in destination operand again. Okay, and the destination can be a register or else any memory location. The flags affected are all the flags except our carry flag, all the 6 conditional flags except our carry flag. Okay, so these are the examples of decrement instruction. So DECX, BX, content of SI, DX, like that. So I am going to run a program on this decrement also. I am going to show you live example now. And this is the program for sub. You can see move SI comma 4100, move DI comma 4100, move AX comma content of SI. Content of SI is copied to AX register and SI is incremented by 2, and after increment and that memory, that data is copied to BX register and sub AX comma BX, and the result of the subtraction is stored in AX register. Move content of DI comma AX int 03. So I am going to run this program and I will show what are the register status of these. Next one is with SBB. You can check out all the program is completely same except this SUB and SBB. If carry flag status is 1, then SBB result will be different, and if carry flag status is 0, the result of SUB and SBB are same, just as ADD and ADC. And this is the program on decrement. Okay, so just using this program, I'm going to show you how decrement works like this. Just okay. Now we are going to see an example for subtraction instruction. So check out the subtraction instruction. So this is the program that is there, and I have explained you now. So now I'm going to emulate it. Okay, and I'm going to memory, and I'm first going to give the data there. This is 16-bit 1. So in the lower byte I am going to give 2 and 8978. 7889 is the one. So this works 7889 minus 1234. So I am just going into single step execution mode. You can see SI is incremented and pointed, and DI is pointed, and now AX register is copied to 1 2 3 4, and move add SI comma 02 means SI is incremented by 2, and now BX register 7889 is there. So now sub AX comma BX. Okay, in subtraction AX comma BX, it subtracted AX and BX and stored the result in AX register, and move content of DI comma AX means, and content from AX registers 99AB is copied to our 4100 memory location. So now go to memory and check out here 4100. Okay, you can see the result in memory. Okay, in this way subtraction instruction works. And now let us see how our decrement and negation works. This is the example program for decrement. Just like increment, I have written the program, and first I am going into the memory, and in 4000 memory location I am going to give data of 12. Okay, so I'm just updating it. So now entering into single step execution mode. So SI is pointed at 4000 memory location, and this instruction is unnecessary, move DI comma 4100, because we are not going to DI using any of DI register. AL comma content of SI, now 12 is copied to AL register, decrement SI. So SI is at 3FFF, decrement AL, content of AL register is also decremented here. So like this our decrement instruction works. And next one is negation. NEG stands for negation. Syntax is negation space destination. So this instruction converts the content of destination operand into its 2's complement result in the same destination operand. So I hope you are familiar with the 2's complement result. So this instruction is used to find out the 2's complement of any binary number in 8086. The destination can be a memory location or else any register, and these are the examples of negations. And this is the simple program that can be used with negation instruction. So move SI comma 4000, move BL comma content of SI, negation BL, and int 03. Students, this is the example of negation program. You can see I am just emulating it. So move SI comma 4000 H. So before going to that, let us give data in 4000 memory location. So I am going to give a data of A3. Okay, I am updating this data. So this is SI comma 4000, single step, move BL comma content of SI, A3 is there in BL register, negation BL. So BL register is again updated with another value 5D. Okay, this is the 2's complement of A3. You can check from your end also. Okay. And multiplication instructions, now we are going to see these are two instructions, those are mul and imul. So first one is mul. Mul stands for multiplication. The syntax of mul is mul space source. Okay, so why source means what is the number that has to be multiplied, from where we have to get the source of multiplication. To what we have to multiply means the default one that we multiply, we use in mul or div instructions is accumulator. If it is a 16-bit register, AX is the default accumulator. If it is 8-bit multiplication, AL is the default accumulator. Okay, so see here what this instruction does. This instruction multiplies an unsigned byte from source operand to the unsigned byte in AL register. Okay, so or to multiply an unsigned word from source operand to unsigned word in AX register. So mul is a instruction purely works only on positive numbers, not at all on negative numbers. So this instruction multiplies an unsigned byte from source. So from source it takes a byte and it multiplies that byte with AL register if it is 8-bit operation, or else from source it takes a word and it multiplies with the 16-bit register, 16-bit value that is there in default AX register. Okay, so there are the few points that are there that you have to know about this mul or div instructions. Those are common for all mul, imul, div and idiv. So let us see those points. The register can be, the source can be a register or memory location. When the byte is multiplied by the content of AL, the result is stored in AL register. Okay, so defaultly the result also stores in the accumulator itself. When the word is multiplied by AX, that means whenever 16-bit multiplication is there, means the result will be 32-bit. So for 32-bit we need two registers and those two registers are called as DX AX pair. Okay, DX AX pair. So that's why DX is called as extended accumulator. We use in multiplication and division instructions. And flags affected here are auxiliary flag, sign flag, parity flag and zero flag. Carry flag is not at all associated with memory, with multiplication and division operation. So this mul BL is the example instruction. It multiplies BL with AL and stores the result in AX register. Mul AX, so AX register multiplies defaultly with AX register, multiplies AX with AX and stores the result in DX AX pair. I hope you are clear with these instructions. So let us see this program on mul instructions and let us see how it works and what are the status of registers are there in 8086 after this mul execution of this mul instruction. Okay. So you can see move AL comma 08, the content of AL is 08 and BL, mul BL means if SI is 02, in mul BL means it operates with 02 into 08 and stores this result in again AX register. Okay, let us see the example now. So next one is imul instruction. So imul stands for signed multiplications and everything is same. Imul space source, even the syntax is also same here. This instruction multiplies a signed byte from source operand to the signed byte in AL register, or to multiply a signed word from source operand to signed word in AX register. Both are same, imul and mul. So except mul is only for positive numbers where imul is for negative numbers. Source can be a register or memory location. When the byte is multiplied by the content of AL, the result is stored in AL or else AX register. Okay, depending upon the length. When the word is multiplied by AX, the result is stored in DX AX pair. We know it. And the flags affected, everything is same. And imul space BL means the negative number in BL is multiplied with the number in AL. Okay. So this is div instruction, unsigned division. So this is division instruction. This is division instruction. So this is unsigned division. Div stands for unsigned division and the syntax of division is div space source. So you can see the what this instruction does here. This instruction is used to divide an unsigned word from AX by a unsigned byte from source operand. So AX divided by source. Okay. In this way div operation works, or else it is used to use unsigned double word from DX AX pair from unsigned word source from operand. So DX AX pair divided by source. Okay. it works like this. So source is it comes to denominator and defaultly accumulator or else dx pair that comes in numerator. Source can be any register or else memory location. So after division instruction, all flags will go to undefined state. So no flags will be affected here. All flags will be undefined state. So div CL means it divides AX register with CL register. Div BX means this is 16-bit register. That means div DXX pair with BX register. So this is the example program. So how to write program means in the first instruction you have to move your SI to 4000 and then you have to move your DI to 4100, move AL comma 08, move BL comma content of SI div BL. That means it divides AL with BL. Okay. Move content of DI comma AL into 03. Okay. And this is the program for division instruction. So if you have to be careful here because it defaultly divides AX register with BL here. Okay, we have not specified anything here, we have sent to the AL register to 08. So in AH register you have to insert zeros. Okay, then only this operation will works fine. And IDIV stands for signed division. So the syntax of IDIV is IDIV space source, and this instruction is used to divide an unsigned word from AX by a signed byte from the source operand, or else okay, this instruction is used to divide an signed double word from DXX pair by the signed word from source operand. And the same, the source can be a register or else any memory location, and after IDIV instruction also all flags will go to undefined state. Okay, and the last instruction is comparison instruction. So there is a small difference between div and IDIV like mul and imul. So div and IDIV both are same in everything, but div is purely for positive numbers and IDIV is purely for negative numbers. Okay, so the comparison instruction, compare destination comma source. So this instruction just compares a byte or word from the specified source with a byte or word from destination, and in comparison instruction it just compares, it holds the result. We have to check the result or else we have to see the reflection of the result just by only by using our conditional jump instructions. Okay, the source operand can be immediate number or else any register. The destination can be a register or memory location. See here, the result of comparison instruction is checked only by the conditional jump instruction. Only with the help of conditional jump instructions we will be able to check the result of comparison instruction. Okay, so I'll explain the example program for conditional comparison instruction after conditional jump instructions explanation. Okay, and all the flags, all the 6 status flags will get affected by the comparison instruction. So this is the class 1 of arithmetic and comparison instructions. In the next instruction set of 8086 we are going to see BCD and ASCII arithmetic instructions. So before entering into that session, I want you to be familiar with what is BCD and how BCD number is there and what is ASCII, how an ASCII number forms, like that. Okay, I hope you understand this one. Thank you.